Hey Rebecca, how are you
Hi,
doing?
good morning. How are you?
Also good.
Good.
So, which part of the UK are you from?
We're in Kent.
Kent? Yeah.
So I read in your email that you have some affiliation with Essex. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
My stepfather, he's from Essex. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not far from us at all, about half an hour.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, so basically, what I want to do in this call, I just want to start by asking you a couple of questions about you, your business, just to make sure you actually need any help. So, the more
Okay.
information you give me, the better I'll be able to customize the solution for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, perfect. So I know you came off an ad, right, regarding getting more leads. But
Yes.
what prompted you to book in the call with me today?
So we're a family run home improvements company. We've got 6 fitting teams on the road and we've got 7 sales people. I at the moment we get a really good lead flow, but I always need more. So I want to take it to 8 fitting teams and 8 salespeople. And with the current lead flow, that's not going to accommodate that. So I'm
Mhm.
looking to increase that
Okay.
by 25 qualified, 25 appointments really a week extra is what I need.
Mhm.
Not inquiries, so just 25 actual appointments. So whatever inquiries it takes me to get to that amount,
Yeah.
in order to get those additional vans on the road. So we've just had our website SEO optimized, and a new website built, which is great. We do Google ads already, which is why I said I didn't want to waste your time. If this was like it depends how you work, really. The reason I'm a little bit cautious is I have had probably 15 companies
Mm.
say, for £1,000 ad spend, we're going to get you X amount of leads, blah, 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 blah. And we don't use things like the hook, £1,000 off, or scrappage schemes or government grants, all these bogus claims that companies use to get the inquiries in. I appreciate they work for other people, but that goes completely against the ethics of this business.
Yeah.
So we our USP is the first price we offer is the best price. There's no gimmicks, no nonsense, no pressure selling, basically the opposite of what everybody else does.
Yeah.
And everybody that seems to offer PPC to get that level of inquiries has to have a like a bullshit hook, if you know what I mean, to get
Yeah.
those names and numbers
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And every company that I've dealt with so far have gone, no, we won't do that, we won't do that. And then I'm given 40 government grant leads and I'm like, what a waste of time and money, because someone's got to sit there and ring all of these. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So
so the
what
fast.
we need is just good quality, honest. We do UPVC windows, aluminium windows, UPVC vertical sliding sash windows, conservatory solid roofing. We do quite a large range of products and we cover quite a large area. But I would rather have quality over volume.
Gotcha. And so you work, like, what kind of leads are you looking for? Homeowners
Yes,
specifically?
absolutely. So homeowners, well, just people that need to have their windows, and so means need an authority, basically. So people that need to have their windows and doors done, they can afford to do it and they've got the permission to do it. So we deal with landlords. That's not a problem at all. They still need to get windows and doors done in their properties. But yeah, as long as they're within the area that we cover, they need windows and doors doing. Ideally, in the imminent future, our quotes are valid for 3 months. Um, so yeah,
And then
people,
how long have you been running this business for?
for 3 years now.
Oh, 3 years. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, just so I can get a gauge on the size
sure.
of the business, roughly how much turnover are you making per month right now?
So at the moment, we're installing £250,000 worth a month.
Okay, 200 pounds, 100K, right?
Yeah, 250K a month.
150K. And I'm sure, like, you have a growth target for the business, right? So
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, I like to do things in manageable targets. So next goal is 300.
300. So within 6 months?
Yeah, so as soon as I can, but no
Mhm.
pressure on it. If you know, that's just the next stage for me. It's
Yeah.
I start everything from the bottom. So if I could increase our lead sat per week by 25, that should give me an extra 7 deals a week, which will fill another van up, and then it's obviously like a sliding scale from there.
Yeah.
But if we're just targeting windows and doors, I mean, our average order value is about £5,000. So I know that I need to have 5 deals a week to fill one van up.
Okay. And so you are doing, like, you're getting leads right now, but what do you think, like, what aspect of getting leads do you think is stopping you from getting to 300K?
Well, so we're doing a lot of work in here at the moment on making sure that our salespeople are armed with all of the right knowledge, training, and equipment. So we've got one of our sales reps is going next week to be trained up to become more of a bit of a specialist in the aluminium sector, things like that. So we're doing that. It's the volume of inquiries. So at the moment, we have enough to keep the salespeople fed, but I want to keep them busy. So, and I'd love to be able to take on another salesperson as well, particularly locally, in order to do that. So at the moment, I can have salespeople sitting 8 to 12 appointments a week. I want them ideally all to be sitting 15. That's maximizing their time and their opportunity.
But you are getting some leads, right? So what do you think
is
contributing to you not having enough so that you can hit the 300K?
It's certainly, it's not budget. I just feel like maybe, so we've only been doing Google ads for a short period of time, maybe 2 months. We've increased our budget with them recently and put the money into the campaigns that are working for us. So that, I'm sure, is going to start coming in a little bit further. It's about the companies that I'm using. I feel like I'm at my limit with them. They're not necessarily providing enough. They're providing enough for now, but they can't give me any more. I'm exceeding my limits with them.
What do you mean by companies? Like, you working with agencies now?
No, so I work very closely with people like Checker Trade, Trust a Trader, and some pay-per-lead companies. I don't know if you've heard of people like Quotatis, Price Engines, those sort of things, where pay-per-lead services. So I'm not in control of that, other than I can tell them that I have an unlimited want for leads, but they can only fulfill what they can fulfill. So I'm stunted a little bit in that respect.
So you feel like you've kind of hit a wall with
it's just gone a little bit stagnant, because, like, you know, if they can only get me 10 leads per week, but I can take 20, there's nothing I can do to fulfill those additional 10 with them. If they can't get them, they can't get them. So I'm always looking to add additional streams of marketing to increase or complement what we're doing already.
And what about the Google ads? So you said you've increased the budget?
Yeah, so we're doing that incrementally at the moment. So we've only just had our website SEO optimized a couple of months ago. Our previous website was crap, and it was somewhere I didn't really want to send traffic. Now it's somewhere I'm very happy to send traffic. So we're increasing our Google ad spend incrementally at about £500 a week at the moment, on top of our current budget, to try and maximize it. Obviously, I didn't want to go, I'm going to put 10 grand a month into this without knowing that I'm going to be able to get a return on that. So I'm doing it slowly to make sure I can track it. And
you can get good leads out of that as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got 22 leads off of that last week.
Okay. And
my conversion from 22 inquiries, but my conversion from inquiry to lead with Google ads is 1-on-1. It's perfect.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're getting good leads of that. So you are starting to scale that, and you are getting good leads off of Google.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. And so what and how long has that been, like, that you've been wanting to scale to 300K? How long have you had the issue of not getting enough leads coming through?
Probably since January.
Since January, okay.
Yeah.
Was it like inconsistent, or how was it?
So obviously, seasonally with this industry, there's peaks and troughs as to when people want things. You always find a bit of an upturn September, October, November. It can quieten off, particularly with half term, summer holidays for the kids, things like that. I need to consistently be at 80 leads pitched per week. And I can't seem to get to that amount.
86.
80 is what I need, really, but I just can't seem to get there. We've broadened the area that we're covering. So we've gone into some areas like Southwest London. There's a lot of money there. There's some lovely houses and job opportunities there. We do cover quite a large area for a small business. and we've
Mhm.
got quite a large product range, but for some reason I just feel a little bit stunted at the moment with, I can't
Yeah.
seem to get to the
Mm,
figure I need to.
okay, okay. And so walk me through your current process. So you're doing Google Ads, right? And yeah, you were also using Checker Trade. So you have all these different sources.
Hmm.
I'm sure you also rely on word of mouth as well, right?
Absolutely, yes. So I do a lot of. So I'm also doing a lot of offline and direct marketing at the moment. So leaflets, email campaigns, little local magazine advertising. We've got all of the vans are sign written. They've got leaflets in the vans. We incentivize the installers and our sales team to get leads themselves, talk to people obviously while they're out and about,
Mhm.
recanvass existing data. That's something that's not being done fully at the moment, but it's something that I'm pushing to be done. But yeah, that's
Okay. And what like what's the main source? Where would you say you're getting the most leads from?
Checker Trade.
Checker Trade. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I ideally, because you mentioned you want to be doing 85 pitches
Yeah.
a month,
A
ideally
week.
a week.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, and all of those sources you're not having like, I mean, you're getting a lot from Checker Trade, but Google, how many you're getting per week? 22
About 16 to 20
a week.
on average. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean, like, what's stopping you then from scaling? I guess because you are scaling Google Ads, but what's stopping
We
you from?
are, yeah, we're scaling that. So we're scaling it. We wanted to increase by £500 a week, and we will continue to do that, providing we keep seeing the results of that. Absolutely. But I didn't want to, I never want to put all of my eggs in one basket. I never want to rely completely on one source.
Mm,
It's like a company that I do work with, a lead gen company. Their SEO ranking and Google Ads ranking got knocked out because a company set up with a very similar name,
mhm.
and Google just knocked all of their ranking out, and they couldn't get any leads for 4 months. So if
Oh,
I had all of my money in Google and something similar like that happened to
yeah.
me, it would be the end of the business. So I
Okay.
want to try and look at things from every approach I possibly can, so that if something ever did happen to one of those lead sources, I could still fulfill at least a decent diary elsewhere.
And how has that been affecting the business, like on a day to day? You not being able to get to the 300K.
Well, it's just the business, it's just without the growth. So the business runs perfectly fine with what we have, but it's getting to the next step. So the business is perfectly sufficient with what we get,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no growth opportunity if I can't get those additional leads in.
Okay, and you have like plans to just expand further than where you
Exactly
are
that.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then I mean personally, so you have these plans of growing it, but you just haven't been able to get to the next step
Yeah.
because you have exhausted all of these sources, right?
Yeah.
Of getting leads. Okay. I mean, I guess the biggest problem then you want to get to the 300K, but you've been doing Google ads. I mean, you've
Yeah.
been checker trading out everything, but what's really stopping you from then getting to the next step in hiring someone else, another feeding team, another sales team, someone else for the sales is basically just not having a system where it's just scalable, right?
Yeah. Exactly that.
Reliable, right? Okay.
I just need that extra thing, and I don't know what it is. I just need that extra lead source that's going to get me that extra thing, and then all of a sudden we're in a completely different ballpark. But sometimes where you feel like you've exhausted everything and you can't see further than that. That's how I
Yeah.
feel like I've been for the last 3 months.
You feel like frustrated.
Yeah, just like, where is it? And I sit
Yeah.
on ChatGPT, I sit on Google, I sit on LinkedIn, I sit on Facebook. I'm like, where's the next level coming from?
Yeah. Totally get that. And you mentioned for 300K. Like, why 300K
Well,
though?
just because it seems like a reasonable target.
Hmm.
So we know that if another van is filled up every week, that's going to get us that amount. So if I have another fitting team, another sales rep, then that just seems like a sensible target. I'd love to say to you, I would love to do 500,000 a month, but that sounds exhausting, unachievable, and just like I don't like setting targets that I've got no chance of fulfilling. Otherwise, I'm just going to be miserable my entire life.
What, you think if
Yeah.
you get 500,000, you'll be miserable?
Well, no, I just think the thought of if it's taken this long to try and get to the next level, I don't like unachievable targets. I'd like to get to 300 first,
Yes.
and then look at 350, and then look at 4.
Okay, like
I'm
incremental
manageable
goals.
chunks. Yeah, manageable
Okay,
chunks.
okay. And for you, like personally, what will that allow you to do? Like personally, if you did hit the 300K?
It just it's we can provide more people with work opportunities, and then don't get me wrong, my pay packet at the end of the year might be a little bit nicer, but it's we work bloody hard here. It would be nice to start seeing some of the proper fruits of our labor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do totally get that. And with the current process you're doing, like how closely do you think you are to getting to the 300K?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know whether all of the work that I've put into the marketing is going to pay off in those winter months, if you know what I mean. I don't know whether I'm hopeful that, because we always find that as soon as the children go back to school after the summer holidays, that's when I call it window season. That's when the upturn starts. But I need things in place to keep that consistent all year long.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on maternity leave for a big portion of last year. So I wasn't here to put in the work into the marketing to yield the results for this year. So I've done that for this year, and I'm hoping they're going to kick in September. But I ideally need to find more things now to boost it now, rather than wait, obviously, for the summer to be over.
Yeah, and did that affect the business, you being away?
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Why, down?
Yeah, the inquiries dropped dramatically.
Oh, well. Just the fact that you were gone.
There was no one able to. Everyone was so busy, we had no cover for me, so everybody was, running around like headless chickens, and
you want to avoid that from happening again, basically.
absolutely, yeah. So I know that if I have every base covered, then the marketing, sometimes it almost looks after itself. So if I did want to go on holiday, I mean, that'd be lovely.
That would be nice.
Or a week off, or anything, everything would still be okay. So I just need to get it to that point.
Okay. I mean, I think I've got like a full understanding of what is it you're looking for.
Great.
To get to the next step. And I think that our systems we have, our approach to lead generation, it is to solve these exact problems that you mentioned, that you want to have something that is reliable, that allows you to grow the business, even without you having to do much, like even if you're on vacation, it's still running, right? And so with your permission, I'd just like to walk you through how we go about this.
Okay.
And strategy. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Let me just show you. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, the plan of action, then it would be this, right? As you mentioned, you want a system that you can reliably scale, and you feel like you've kind of hit a wall in terms of marketing and getting more leads for your business, and you just don't know what it is that you need to do in order to just get to the next step, right? So what we're gonna do, right? You did mention that you don't want to do any kind of grants, or like you had those agencies do these types of ads for you, right? And this is just an example, but basically what we're going to do is running through this 3-step process to take you away from a situation where you not reliably or consistently generating enough leads to get to where you want to go, to the point where you're full every week with the right people ready to buy on a consistent and autopilot basis. So basically, the first part of the process is all about increasing lead flow, right? You mentioned you want like a good offer to that represents you, right? And attract the right kind of buyers. So what we're going to do is customize a bespoke offer for your business that lines up with your brand in a way that you want to be represented to the market. So we really want to speak to the value of your service, and we also want to build a competitive offer that will differentiate you from other double companies, right? So you don't want to do any kind of grant. So that's not how we go about this. We first try to customize a bespoke offer for your business.
Would a finance offer work? So say, for example, I've been thinking of an offer the last few days. So we offer finance at 12.9% APR, but I looked at it at our average order value. It was like have 5 windows and a door for as little as £150 a month.
Yeah, that
That,
definitely works.
yeah.
So when those type of ads before, and it works really good.
Okay.
So would you be happy with that?
Something like that, or add 1. Add 2 is not my vibe, and add 3, something similar potentially, but add 1 or the finance one is something that's more in keeping with.
Yeah, got it. And so, yeah, this offer basically combined with our proprietary Facebook ad structure will get more people interested in booking an appointment. So that way you've got a constant flow of ready to buy people that resonate with the work that you do, but also are looking for your services. This way, it will allow you to get to those 300K reliably. Does this all make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, this is some of the ads we've run before that we know work. So, like for example, you mentioned you just don't want to be just focusing so much on offers. This is an example of what we've done in the past, just getting like get a free door design, which also works really well. All right. And yeah, the second part of the process is just all about the data and making the best decisions for your business growth. Probably don't want to be the marketing expert or have the time to be one, right? I'm sure like you're very busy. So this is where I come in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze all the data that we collect through testing the offers for you, but most importantly, the offers that we worked with in the past. So we already know what works. I already know how to optimize, analyze, and improve an ad, so that way you don't have to spend any money testing new things. So we already have the data. We already have the analytics. So from day one, as soon as we launch those ads, the data, the analysis is already being done, so that is going to give you qualified leads straight away at a very low cost.
Yeah.
Which is what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
So this is just an example. For example, with our tracking system, we can then see where the leads are coming from. Let's say we get a lead that was sold, we can then track from which ad that came from and just like double down on that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Perfect. And yeah, this is kind of how it works. So with the system, let's say we put 1K of ad spend and then we get 20K back. This is just an example, but then we can, on the second month, we can just spend 3K, get 75 back, and just scale month after month, because we have this system that is getting us qualified leads. And based on all of the data that we get, we can just continuously optimize it and double down. Does that make sense? Perfect. And then lastly, in what ties all of these together is our speed to lead process. So to get you the best and most qualified leads with as little as work possible, I'll be calling up the leads as soon as they have opted in on the ad. So I have a proven process that has worked for all of my other clients to qualify them as soon as they come in. So I'm going to qualify them, I'm going to ask their intention, and then figure out on a grading system the importance of that lead. And then I'll send it to you, right, with some notes in a color coordinated process. So I can send it to like your sales team, right? And that way you just don't have to spend your time like calling every single lead that we get, and straight away you can just prioritize the hottest leads. Then your sales team don't waste time like calling dead leads or anything like that, right? So, and then later on we can just double down on the ads that are getting us the most qualified leads. But you're just dealing with qualified leads every single day. And what this basically two approaches. I either send you the leads or I'll book directly into your calendar or your sales
I think
team.
we would rather book them in our calendar ourselves, just because where we're quite a small team, there's a little bit of inconsistency with the diary. So it's easier if we just give them a call after you just to schedule them in.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, that works as well. And yeah, all of this makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And yeah, this is kind of the system that we use one of the companies that we work with to get to 200K in sales within 90 days, with a net spend of only 5K. So they started getting big jobs like this with our offers. And yeah, they got 26 sales. They had an average order value of 7K. They only spent 5K and they got a turnover of 200K.
Okay. And what do you charge on top of the ad spend?
Oh, I'll actually get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I did go through a lot. So about all of this, what questions do you have?
No questions. It's a similar thing to what I used to do. prior to having my own business, I did digital marketing. So
You did.
it's just something I don't have time to do anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, all makes complete sense.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I guess like the most important thing for me is that you have on the process and the structure. So I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, one not being what you're looking for and 10 being exactly what you're
Yeah,
looking
I mean,
for.
I'd be happy to, if the costs are right, it's something I'd be happy to trial and see how we do. So I don't know if you want to pop me over an email with how much your services are, and then if that's acceptable, I'd consider looking at £1,000 ad spend to begin with.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can just run you through the
Okay.
cost and everything. So basically, to work with us, it's £700 for the first month, including everything we've spoken about. So the custom offer, an ad setup, data-driven ads, speed to lead qualification, and an ad spend of £30 to £40 per day, which is basically okay. And where you'll get 30 to 40 qualified leads slash appointments in the first month, and I'm going to pre-qualify them all for you so that you're only speaking with the right people.
Okay, so I won't get sent the, oh, sorry, I filled it in by accident, or, oh, I'm not really interested. I won't get any of that within the 30 to 40 leads.
No, just qualified leads that I've spoken with them and confirmed that they're actually interested. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
No worries. And then after that, it's 1K per month. And that's how everything works.
And that doesn't matter what ad spend you're looking at.
No.
So it's just 1K per month. Even if I was doing £5,000 a month on ad spend and there were a load more inquiries, it would still be covered under the £1,000.
Yeah.
And these leads would be only to me, not to anybody else.
Completely exclusive, yes.
Okay. All right.
And in terms of the process and everything we've gone through, do you feel like this is what you're looking for?
It's something that I'd be happy to try. It was quite refreshing to see no government grant or bollocks, because I was waiting for that, if you know what I mean. I have a marketing meeting tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So if you can could you send me your proposal by email as well, just so I can sit down, put it on cash flow, sign it off. I have to do the things with the money, all that kind of stuff. And then I will come back to you tomorrow lunchtime.
No worries. But just for you right now, do you feel like this will get you to the 300K? Because that's the most important thing.
I feel like it's worth a chance to see if that's possible.
Okay.
I have tried so many things that I felt so confident about that I would rather just say I hope so.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I would love it if that was the case.
Okay. And so let's say, for example, we got you onboarded, right? And we got you to making the 300K. Do you think, and gave you the ability, to hire another salesperson, getting a feeding team, do you think that would be worth it, the £700?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, of course, everything. Yeah. If it gets us where we need to go. I mean, I've always been very clear that I have no limit as far as expansion is concerned. So I will just I will continue with working with what works.
Yeah.
So if it works, then we'll increase the spend. And if it works, then it will be something we continue with long term. But if it doesn't work, obviously we all just need to respect it wasn't the right thing, and thanks very much, but that's that. But I'm always hopeful with everything that I try, that it will be the one that works. Unfortunately for me, the last few have not been, and it's just been a waste of everybody's time. But hopefully this one's the one. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, this sounds like something you want to do, right?
I would provide. I will I'll chair it, I'll table it at the meeting tomorrow. I don't see why it'd be a problem. I'm looking for something to add to it. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. We'll give it a go probably for a month, see how we get on. If we check in every week or something, just to see what's working. And then, as I said, if it works, we'll continue. If it doesn't, we won't. But let's see. But it seems fine to me at the moment. Certainly worth a month to see how we.
And if you don't mind me asking, is the £700 doable?
Yeah, it's a lot more than I've paid previous ones, and it's a lot more than I pay my current ads manager. So full transparency, I've not paid more than 475 as a service fee before.
Yeah. Okay. But
So
yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead with this, I mean, you seem like you're happy to give it a go. So we can just get started. That way I can just start making the accounts and make everything. And then we'll schedule another call to discuss the offers and everything. How does that sound?
yeah, that sounds good. I will if you could email me over what we've discussed in the proposal, and I will come back to you by tomorrow lunchtime with a let's go.
Okay.
And then from there we can do the onboarding or whatever it is you need from me, discuss the offers, and then hopefully we can get something kicked off quickly if that's the case.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I can send you the payment link now if you're okay with that.
Could you send me, first of all, could you send me what you sent? Do you know the slide thing that you did?
Proposal.
Yes,
yes, I can.
Proposal. If you could send me that, and I'll discuss that tomorrow at my 11. I know the signal's gone. I'll discuss that tomorrow at my 11 o'clock meeting, and then I'll request the payment link from you after that once I've added it onto Cashflow.
Okay.
Because what we need to do, obviously, we've got an accounts department. We need to let them know in advance and put it on a payroll. So it's not something we make instantaneous, but it would go on Monday's payroll or Tuesday's payroll or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, if you could get that over to me, I'll get it signed off, obviously my end.
Yeah.
And then we can go from there with the onboarding and the offers and all that kind of thing.
Okay. Because is it just you, or you also have a partner?
No, so there's three directors, so we just talk to this.
Okay. You have it to run it past your partners first.
Yeah, we all just discuss every additional thing that we're going to do. So we have a meeting every Monday and every Friday. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, and then I'll say this is what I'm doing, and then we just go with that.
And what do you think they would feel about all of it?
Oh, they're more than happy with any decision that I make. It's just I need to, I just need to discuss it.
You can make a decision without them.
Oh God, yeah. This is me. I'm the.
Oh, okay.
So that's fine. It's just we like to respectfully just table everything.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely send that over to you. And if you want, we can also schedule a call tomorrow, and then we can just get everything running.
Yeah, tomorrow. Let me just look at my. Let me look at my diary. I have a meeting tomorrow at 11, and then I have another meeting at. Please don't say 11. Hang on. I have a meeting tomorrow at 11 and a meeting tomorrow at 1. So could you do 2?
2. Let me see. 2. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll just talk tomorrow, and
we can go from there.
Yeah, sounds
brilliant.
Good. I'll send that over to you, and hope to see you tomorrow then.
Brilliant. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Bye.